first job, and even if you're, desperate to find one, which I've been in that position, I think it's really valuable to ask a lot of questions and to treat it as interviewing your interviewee, and really make the interview your own, and not feel like, that they're doing you a favor by having you in the office, even though maybe they are. They're obviously, giving of their time and you got this far to actually sit down with somebody. But at the end of the day, like, it's important for you to know that you're going to like the place and that you want to work there. But it's also important for your interviewer to know that you think that's important. And that's really valuable to the person on the other side of the table to see that you're thinking critically about the workplace and that you're asking questions. Because even though it seems, like the interview is all about them asking questions and you answering because they're hiring you, it really is a two-way street. And they really respect when you take charge of the conversation and direct things towards, what you want to know and what you're interested in, what's important to you, et cetera. So.
Yeah, to be really frank, lots of times I come into this with very little notice. Oh, Troy, there's a candidate in conference room B. Could you just run in there for 20 minutes? And I've got 3 projects in my head, and the phone's ringing, and my email box is full. And to have a candidate sit there and start pelting me with humble but insightful and thoughtful questions about the position is actually a huge relief. I think that because it gets the conversation going on, in the sphere that they want. I think it shows a lot of maturity.
And you don't have to do all the work.
I don't have to do all the work, yeah, which I'm grateful for. And if you think about it, the kind of questions that you get asked tells you a lot about the asker. So it really is working very effectively to have them ask me questions. I'm learning a lot about them just by what they're asking. And I totally agree that it shows respect for the relationship when they ask us questions. I think we don't get enough questions actually in the interviews. I think it's an untapped resource. I'd highly recommend that you have a good list of things to hit us with. I've had candidates kind of leave early, and it's like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
We're sitting here,
Yeah, but chunk it, take it all.
Yeah, it's sort of like, we asked our questions, we've been through your portfolio, and we're just sitting there looking at each other. It's like, oh, no. And you should be asking us all sorts of things.
It's easy to think you're kind of being, like, complicit or nice when they say, oh, do you have any questions for me? And you're like, no, I'm good.
I'm good.
That's not what they